Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the battle, night number one. You can be a part of our show. Follow Battle of the Blades on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and use the hashtag BOTB. You reaching out on social may help your favorite team reach their final destination and capture the beautiful Battle of the Blades trophy. Up next, Amanda Evora and Colton Orr.
This is my first time ever strapping on a pair of figure skates. Let's try this again. Yeah. First memory hockey was 5 years old. So I had all the equipment. My dad got me dressed up, wanted me to go play, and I couldn't do it. I didn't want to. I was the shyest kid around. And then eventually, about 11 years old, my dad thought he would try again. I went out there, could barely skate, went and played a game, and I took to it. No one was ever expecting me to be good, but I found a way. Just my work ethic alone, hard work, sometimes is more important than skill. It just seems like my whole way through from there was trying to prove people wrong.
Colton Orr, scores! And Colton Orr, no more for what he does with his fist than what he does with his stick, comes up with a huge goal.
For 14 pro seasons, an enforcer who was feared and revered, the kind of player whose teammates were always glad he was on their side.
I took pride in protecting my teammates and making sure that they didn't have to worry about it, that, it'd be me that go out there and take care of them. So I never thought I would have played one NHL game, right? So I was just happy to be in the league and continue to push myself. So I played my 300th NHL game, and I find myself on a breakaway.
Chip it high, Colton Orr's got a break.
I didn't have too many breakaways in my career, but I want to break away with Hall of Famer Martin Brodeur.
Orr's got a break. Orr, it's scored!
Goes in, I celebrate like I've done it a million times, like there's no big deal. I just remember that feeling of I've made it, I've done it, and it was just so special happening on my 300th NHL game.
1, 2, 1, 2. Good, there you go.
I'm very fortunate to have a very supportive partner, Amanda Evora, and she's just been awesome, helping me be comfortable, be confident, teaching me how to play to my strengths.
And up.
Boom. Nice.
I mean, like the first time that I had a phone call with Colton, I told him, I was like, hey, I want you to think that I am pretty much your hockey team in one person. If you can think of me that way, you'll realize that we can go anywhere as a team together.
Good, that's right.
Amanda cracked the top 10 at the Vancouver Olympics. And along with 18-year NHL vet Scott Thornton, she's the reigning champion of the Battle of the Blades.
First time around, it was more about just skating, and this time around, it's more about the charity for me.
This year, it's personal. Amanda will be skating in memory of her close friend, Steve Knoop.
Last December, he was diagnosed with brain cancer, and unfortunately, after a valiant fight with it, he passed away on April 14th of this year. I'm sorry. After he passed away, I asked his wife, Lisa, to choose the charity for me. And she chose the Boys and Girls Club of Canada. And because, like Steve, it was a charity that was about creating communities where kids could thrive, which is something that he always did.
For me, I chose the Smile Zone. The premise is pretty simple. Every kid deserves to smile and to be able to laugh, and Smile Zone transform these rooms in hospitals to make sure that, they're fun, they're bright, they're interactive. When you see, children that are battling cancer or mental illness, you want to be able to help in any way you can.
This is not another story. This is not another drill. I refuse to be another number now. Never staying down. This is something real. I'm a name that you'll remember. I am more
Amanda Evora and Colton Orr. That's a long way up there. Colton was a boy in Winnipeg. He was fascinated with the cameras at the hockey games, and they actually let him go and film the Zamboni at the intermission. You know, you got the showbiz bug right there, Colton. But not only that, when we started Battle of the Blades in 2009, you were right there from the beginning.
Yeah, I remember watching Bob Probert, Ty Domi, and seeing him out there, and you know, them tell me how hard it was, and they're not kidding. It was, well, we had so much fun. It was great to be out here, and yeah, we just had a good time.
Well, we appreciated you being in the live audience that night number one, and of course you're back as the defending champion, Amanda. I know you're really eager to hear the judges' comments. And we will, just not now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come right back to hear the remarks and get the marks. It's night one of Battle of the Blades, Season 5 on CBC. Still collecting ourselves over here. Battle of the Blades, season premiere with Amanda Colton waiting for the judges' remarks. Let's begin with Colby Armstrong.
Well, Colton, I think you've got yourself some new YouTube clips, officially. Great job. For me, the lift, the big lift coming right down the middle of the ice with another lift inside the lift with edge work almost landing in our lap. Way to go, Colt. I loved it, buddy. Next week, throws. And we know Colton could throw them.
Who are you, Colby?
I'm a figure skater.
You are a figure skater.
We're going to have to remember that lingo. Lift inside a lift.
Yeah.
Well, Tessa, Scott, your thoughts.
Colton, you are so solid on your skates, and because of that strong core, it really allows for a nice run of the blade. And I just can't wait to see what kind of tricks you come up with moving forward, because you already took some risks with those lifts.
Those are legitimate pair moves that you guys are doing on week one. I mean, that's so impressive. There was a couple moments compared to rehearsal and a little bit of your training that we're able to see that you're struggling tonight, getting the lifts completely up, and that might have something to do with the elbow, but good job, you know, committing to it and getting through them. You ended up making the best out of it, but maybe something to improve for next week.
What you guys don't know is that your elbow is, you showed it to me before the show. I was worried that it was going to be dragging on the ice and slowing you down. It's so swollen, so that may have had something to do with it. But I want to talk about, Tessa, you mentioned your strength, and that's a strength for the lifts and stuff. But when you come to skating, I'm going to step on the ice. When you come to skating, I want you to think of moving your upper body independently with your bottom half, so you're not walking like this. So I want to see, like, you know, just a little bit more.
Yeah, Colton, that's the stuff.
This is dangerous.
Too much moving.
Too much excitement.
I totally agree with that, and actually that is what I wanted to say, but I'm too terrified of you. I've seen your highlight reel. So I was thinking I'd just be a bit more positive, but yeah, exactly that. And I think you're capable. I mean, the technique is there.
And he scored on Marty Brodeur, so greatest respect. Boys and Girls Clubs of Canada, that's what Amanda's doing. And Smile Zone Foundation is Colton's charity, which is Adam Graves's, and we're really proud of you for doing that. Scores. Let's get your scores, beginning with Colby.
9.2. Great job.
9-2 it is. Tessa.
9.1.
9.1. Kurt.
As well, 9-1 for now.
9-1. Great start, you two. Really, really great. Let's bring in Jerry D once again.
I just want to remind Kurt and Scott that he probably wasn't great with his lifts because he's never done this. Oh my God, this is so hard. If you see in the building the faces on all the hockey players, Natalie and Colton, there's a little bit of look of terror on their faces as they're trying to smile. And there's terror watching it because I can't imagine how difficult that is. I have tried to lift my son skating, and he's about 20 pounds, and it's impossible. So over the head, and the funniest thing you can't see is Colton's kids are here, and they're very young, and his wife, and they now think he's a figure skater, which I think is hilarious, because this is all they know right now. So it's great. It's great to see you guys do this. I really admire what the hockey players are trying to do here. Good job.
Thanks, Jerry. They are little sweeties over there. And I know, Amanda, you've got a huge cheering section here tonight. If you at home loved what you saw from Amanda and Colton, the greatest way to protect them from having to do the skate-off next week is to vote for them at cbc.ca/Battle of the Blades. Thank you, you two. You know, we are blessed each and every year. You can go. Every year we do this show.